matchup between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go. 50, plant.
That's not good.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 15. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check 26, check 26. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Hey, check it out.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Off play action, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
47.
Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 37.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready, set. Mike 29. Push him back. Push him back. Echo. 29 is the Mike. Mike,
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, check. Hey, 47. Check Mike 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
You got tight. You got tight. Delta. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll go down at the 28.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tighten down.
Again, Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. This one complete to Ingram. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Jackson to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
So we got man.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Rush in. Check 3. Kill.
On third down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. He uncorks it for Snead. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jones now going to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, sort of a second quarter. Forget for him now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And at Baltimore, first down.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Tucker's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 30 on second down, Jackson looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 34. This is Ingram. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. A first throw for the backup Foles. Got a man, Slayton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And the Giants first down.
Foles. Escaping the pressure. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mike, 47. Check, 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 check. 47's the Mike, boy, 47. Check, check, 47. All day.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now it's Jackson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
47, check Mike 47. Cut. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. There's a party now.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull, and I think the ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything.
And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Set is the mic. I'm not ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first throw for the backup Griffin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll go to Barkley again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. He's got Snead. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin. Dorsett got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 32 on the play. They'll run here with Ingram. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw is RG3. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
Now Jones throwing again. Finds his tight end Ingram. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career and maybe more importantly, a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Barkley. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Sliding out of the pocket. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys